Okay, so in the last video, we were talking about passive income for a bit. Want to finish talking about that. So we talked about Amazon Create Space, Redbubble, Society 6. We just glossed over those because I haven't had a ton of success on Redbubble and Society 6. I can't remember which one I used, but every once in a while I'll get a sale, but it's there's a lot of content on there, so in order to stand out, I think maybe you need to really focus your energy on putting a lot of products or finding niche markets once again, so that when people search it, it will rise to the top, because there's less stuff out there on that specific thing. So some other ways of getting passive income. Talked about royalties. Etsy is great. It's not necessarily like the most, well, I don't know. I was going to say the most professional platform to be on, because there's just a lot of the variety of skill level on there varies drastically. And you can do like custom pieces on there, post that, but prints are nice because you post them, the digital file, and people can print it and buy it for like $8, and Etsy will take a little bit of that, but not a ton. I mean, it's not too bad, the percentage. So if you're just having people buy the digital files and print them, the costs, it's worth it to me. But you have to find something that people are searching for and that there's not a lot of already on Etsy. So there's that. And then if you have really good social media and you're directing people to that site, then you might have a good amount of success. I have found a niche that works, but if I just put just something that I enjoy drawing up there as a print, people don't find it as much as some of my Christian art that I have put on there. Shopify is another place that you can look into how that works. And then YouTube channel. It sounds like you have to put a lot of work into YouTube in order to make profit and get a lot of views. So for me, that's why I chose Skillshare instead of YouTube. And I like the community on Skillshare, but teaching on Skillshare is a lot easier than you probably would have suspected, especially if you're not mega picky like me. I'm really sorry for the quality of my videos, but I've decided that producing a lot of content and helping you guys get a lot more education as opposed to a few really fancy films. I don't know. You'll have to give me feedback if you would like me to up the quality of these videos and really polish them and have a lot of takes. Let me know. I would like to know that, but it would make it so that there are quite a few less videos that I'm producing. So I would love to hear you guys on your opinion on that. Anyways, those are some passive income ideas. So it's not going to be very profitable at the start, but over time, if you think about it, several years, it might start paying off, and you have more freedom of what you're creating, and you're branding yourself. So now let's move on to how to get the work, at least the client work, passive income. You are in charge, but for client work, how are you going to get that work? Someone this week told me that he used to go on Craigslist and look under places like LA or bigger cities that people are looking to do big projects and see if anybody posted anything. I checked it out this week for you guys to see, and it seems like you have to do a lot of digging. So if you're willing to do a lot of digging, Craigslist. Social media is a great one. I haven't found a lot of big clients off of social media, but if you're looking to start off with commissions, then it's great. But then I've heard of people being found out by major publishing studios and such through social media. So grow your brand on there, post weekly. We can talk about social media in a future video, but that's a great key. Upwork is a website where people post jobs and you can make a profile and apply for those jobs. The budget is pretty low, so if you're just beginning, it's a great place if you're looking to take your freelancing to the next level. Upwork might not be the place for you, but there's a lot of opportunities on there. Then just create what you're wanting to create and then hope that Kickstarter will pay you. Not Kickstarter, but that people will pay you through Kickstarter. That's an option. I've done Kickstarter a few times, and for me, the best things that have come of Kickstarter have been that people find you. I've had publishing companies contact me. One of them was a self-publisher. Ended up learning a lot, but mainly... Oh, and then the first Kickstarter that I did, a publishing company picked up the book, and that was really helpful since I'm not as big into marketing as creating the project. So it's nice to have a publisher for that. And then Freelancer is another website like Upwork. I haven't used it, so I don't know a lot about it. SCBWI is an illustration and writers group. They have conferences. I joined. I got one gig through it. It's been about a year. I haven't gone to any of the conferences or anything that they have put on, so I'm not sure, but I've heard many, many good things about how it has helped other authors and illustrators. So that is something to consider. Getting an agent is a great way to find work. I highly suggest that. There's a lot of publishers won't take unsolicited illustrators or unsolicited manuscripts unless you have an agent. So a lot of big magazines and stuff, they mainly work through those agencies. So apply, look on the internet, and then apply with your portfolio to lots of agents, and you'll be surprised. I tried recently this year, and a lot of them got back to me. One of them offered, but I declined because I looked into it and the illustrators weren't happy, and it's like a year contract, and they were all excited for the year to be over, to be done with it. But so do your research on those agents, because it could be a bad thing, but it could also be a great thing. So attending conferences, you meet a lot of people. Go have booths. I've done like farmers markets. You can do just any sort of con. There's Comic-Con is a big one, but just look around. Those are helpful. It's a lot of work, but if the right people find you, it will be great. So LinkedIn is an interesting one. I haven't quite figured it out, but other artists have had success on there. And then just not cold calling them, but cold emailing them. I don't know how else to phrase it, but looking through magazines and seeing who the editors and art directors are, and then finding small publishing companies that you like at the library and then reaching out to them. So just email lots of people and see if anything happens. And then word of mouth of just like being open, like with the people that you know, networking and letting people in your surroundings know that you're an artist. I've had a lot of things come through word of mouth. So, and then do great work, and your clients will pass you on to other people that they know that are looking for artists. So that's section 2. And next video, we talk about section 3, which is actually doing the work, pleasing the client, choosing if you should take a job, all that fun stuff. So see you in the next video.